Hey guys, experimenting with some lighting, hope you don't mind. So we've had a couple of videos between us, haven't we? And we've had a few laughs. I've decided that you guys should get to know me a little better. So I've decided to answer Nerimon's YouTube survey for 2011 and 2012 because you guys know absolutely nothing about me, and I thought this would be a fun way of getting that done. So let's jump in, eh?
Tell us about your first kiss.
My first kiss was when I just turned 15, and I was on my first date ever with this boy named Peter, who was 17, and I just thought he was the biggest badass. He was so cool. He wore jean jackets, and he had hair down to his shoulders, and he really liked Metallica, and he wore spikes on his leather jacket, and he was just such a bad boy. And we went on our first date to go see Transformers in the theaters when that came out in theaters, the original one. And yeah, he just kind of leaned over and kissed me in the theater. It was super romantic. You know, everybody wants to be kissed in the theater, but I'm not complaining. He was cute.
Most expensive casual item of clothing ever bought.
Pretty sure that has to go to a pair of black leather boots I got a couple years back. They're around $150. That's the end of that.
What was the first job you ever wanted as a kid?
When I was in grade 1, my school had a buddy system so that kids in grade 1 would partner up with kids from grade 6, and they'd be like a mentor to them, the grade 6 kids, the grade 1s. And the grade 6s had this project where they were going to ask the grade 1s about, you know, what they wanted for the future, and then record it so that the grade 1s could keep it, and when they got older they could look back on it and just kind of have a laugh. My buddy recorded that I wanted to be a florist like my mother. My mother has never been a florist. She has never wanted to be a florist, and she never talked about wanting to be a florist or having been a florist, so I don't really know where I got that, but apparently I wanted to be a florist like Mom.
Tell us about your group of school friends.
My group of school friends were really loud and obnoxious, and we thought we were so cool, essentially. But we were like that group, you know, the ones that are really annoying and don't shut up and everybody's really sick of. We've all grown out of that phase now, but we were that group.
What would you name your kids?
I don't want children. I don't want to think about having children. But to answer your question, I like the names Scott and Charlotte. But that doesn't mean I would name my kids those names. I just like those names. Yeah.
Why are you called that?
My dad is Irish and my mom is Canadian. And my dad really felt it was important for his children to have Irish names. So he got an Irish baby name book and showed it to my mom. And they went through every single name until they found one that my mom could pronounce without my dad having to tell her how it's pronounced first. So I was their second child. So they got to N for my sister, who was Nessa. That's the first name my mom could pronounce without needing help, was Nessa. And then they got all the way to S for their second child, so Siobhan. So I'm called Siobhan because that's the only other name my mom could pronounce without help.
Tell us about your favorite school teacher.
My favorite teacher was named Mr. Gubbles, and he was an English teacher, and he was just my favorite because he was just so wise and clever and worldly and interesting, and I learned so much from him, and I respect him so totally. But it breaks my heart a little bit because he didn't seem to notice me much in his classes, even though I tried to participate. I didn't stand out to him, I guess, because I asked him to write me a cover letter for a job I was gonna get because I loved him so much. And he misspelled my name, and then he also said that I took a class of his that I've never taken with him, so. But he's still my favorite. What's
the strangest food
you've ever eaten? Shark.
Question, tell us about your first gig.
My first gig was when I was 11 years old. I went to go see Jesse Cook with my mom.
What's your favorite place
in the world? My favorite place in the world is called Ladies Viewpoint, and it's in Ireland. And I've only been there once, but it affected me so completely when I went there that it's become my favorite place of all time. So yeah, that's that. I'll probably be doing like a draw my life type thing in the future, but because there's a lot of things I haven't covered that I'd like to. So yeah, until then, see you later, alligator.